Okay, so yeah, I'm back for another video. So the first 3 minutes in, it takes a little bit of time to get this video thing fired up, and I just wanted to, I thought it's worth. If somebody watched the previous review, they might go ahead and follow right into this one. And once again, we had a great example. Now, I'm not saying that 90 quarter would have been a great short or one I would have taken. No, I don't think so. We gapped up higher a little bit. We didn't get back into yesterday's range. Values definitely building higher. Yeah, the VPOC was down here. The volume does seem kind of thin. But we were pointed up, and B opened up in the top third of A, which to me is a bit bullish. We made a poor high fairly quickly, and didn't get back down in the overnight range. I don't know that I want to be getting in front of that, but sellers did. Now there can be different things that you use, techniques to do it. I was not looking at different things really at the moment in fact, I was doing the video, that you can use, whether it's an indicator or just order flow to decide, okay, yeah, I am going to join these people in this. Well, it wasn't like a big move, but it stayed in here, stayed right in this black area between these two zones that I placed on here. Well, I played this one up. This one I placed on here last night or yesterday. This one was just an adjustment of one I placed on there. I adjusted it in the first video. As you can see, this now we're above it. So what we want to do is turn this blue. And I could have turned this. I saved it for the video. I was going to turn it blue when I was firing out the video, and we were just right here on the edge of the overnight high. And up here, we stayed there 4 minutes, 4 minutes. Finally broke down here. As you can see, now it's coming back down again. But as you can see, it was a good for a long. And I was going to turn it blue there and just kind of show you, it wasn't a trade. Again, I've kind of had my fill for the morning. I don't want to give it back. And there you go. There was a long there, So what's going to happen next? Let's just talk for a minute. Well, I think there's a lot of stuff to explore the downside, and we have a good high right now in B. Sellers are coming in pretty with that, not much. I was going to say with impunity, but looks like that's covering. And again, there was some news at 10 for Canada that was supposed to be market moving, but probably more for the currencies and things like that. But maybe some of that, this is a reaction to that. I don't know. At any rate, we're back to the open. FOMC's later today. We don't have a lot of conviction either way. It's kind of rotational so far. Let me do this. Give me one moment. Pull this in here again. So you can see how this has played out. Again, this minute chart is going to be very helpful to kind of show where the opportunities were. You had several minutes to get long down here earlier. Again, I didn't like that for a short. And now, there's a potential to short against this little area here. I can see that being a short here at 84.75, 85. These higher lows, I don't like that, but this is not taking out this high yet. And it did move down in such a way that, we could be getting just a retracement and then a leg down. Okay, so this one, you might still be in it. Let's just watch that for a second. Let's watch it for a second. We're back into what essentially is a balance area. There are some things that are working against us again, that we've got value higher, and we gapped up and we didn't get back into yesterday's range. So so far, I would say that if you were short there, you ought to be out of this trade. I don't know that, with those things working against you and you're going sort of counter trend, you don't want a huge, you don't want to risk a whole lot because it's a very risky trade. So, now again, this area right here, unless we're going higher, I should need to change this to red. Okay, so is this a short now against the overnight high? Yeah, I think so. I think this might be the one that is kind of hoping this one. The volume's very thin up here, and it does seem like the sellers are wanting to push it down. So let me pull that minute chart up again and make it stick. Put always on top. Where's always on top? All right, that'll help it stay up here. So, okay, so far, this has been working as a short. Will it continue to work as a short? At this point, I would not want to be more than a couple ticks above that, you know, so probably been stopped out now. So how about that? So I'm glad I'm not trading it, because obviously I'm if I was taking those, and I'm not, I don't like them right now, where it's very choppy, and you know, um, those are counter trend trades. So it's very possible now that, you know, I can see a pattern here where this little zigzag down, we might get equality to the upside, because that's really the direction that we, you know, want to go. So we headed up here. I don't know. So you might say, well, Ben, you know what? You just completely changed direction, and your last two trades, they didn't work. Well, they might have worked for you. It depends on your risk. It depends on when you got in. Depends if you liked it. How quick you were in and out. Was it good for a scalp? You know, I'd have to look at the price action again. I don't remember if we got anywhere with that. But you know, like I said, if it depends on your risk. So if you're have other reasons to believe, and that's a key thing, other reasons. You know, again, this is just going off of this chart and these areas. I'm not looking at the order flow while I'm doing this video. I'm not looking at other things. I've just got this minute chart in front of me. I do have a tick over here, I can see. Okay, I do have a tick. I wasn't looking at that when I was talking about it. But again, I'm just saying, like, that's what you want to start thinking. When you got to that edge and it's back into this balance area, that's what you want to start thinking. Is there a short here? Or now that we're under this zone, is it going to now act as resistance? So we want to look at other things and say, okay, is there a short here? Now, one thing this is one reason I also stop, is that you start getting used to, okay, I got some, you know, I took some profits going short, then I took some profits going long, then going short again. And then you start feeling like you're going to get every edge and it's going to keep going your way, and you can kind of like predict where it's going to go. You know, no way. That's when you start getting in trouble. You gotta try to forget, even when you have the winners. So a lot of times, you know, if you have a loser, you gotta, you know, tug on your earlobe and say flush and you know, next. And I do that. I mean, literally, I'll have to sometimes do that. It's like, next, you know, get out of your head, shake it off, shake it off. Guess what other trades you need to do that for? Winners. You know, if you do winners, you get winners. A lot of times you got to shake it off. Forget it, because your next trade is going to punch you in the face. You know, if your game's not on anymore, because now you've sort of glazed over, or you've stopped seeing things, you've gotten some cognitive biases because of what worked a minute ago. You know, there you go. So, you know, again, if it trades down here, this is where the Fibonacci thing comes in play. Let's see. You know, again, this is our FOMC day. It is value higher, gapped up. It's important. We already had a 618 retracement. If we come back down here again, you know, we just talked about this in the earlier video. If all of a sudden we get well, it's kind of hard to see it now. Yeah, it's not far enough. It wouldn't be a super flush, but, you know, there's probably a little bounce right here at the 618 again. I wouldn't want to, you know, that's right in the middle of this. I don't know that I want to take that. I do think that it's going to come down. That I would say at this point, because this would be a 786 and this low here, I would look for a long here. Now, I'm not talking a long to necessarily think you're going to go to the moon, but I would certainly take it for a potential. Let me show you this trick. Well, let me just do a fresh one. Now from the highs, let's say we got down here, you know, the 786, and we took a long down here like 81. Well, I would look to take it off at 84 quarter, you know, almost to the other side of this, or even at 82.75. You know, you can see some, especially if it's forming a wedge or a triangle, you'll see a lot of Fibonacci levels come into play. There, you can have that for free. All right, thanks for watching. That's your gift from me to you. All right, so that's enough of that. I just, you know, I'm sitting here trading alone, and my regular trading partner is away for the holidays, and you know, that's helped kind of fuel the mini videos and things, because I, you know, um, used to talking about the market to somebody, and well, here we are. If we get down here, I'd like to hang around and see what happens. You know, down at the intraday value area low, came through that by a tick. Might be a retracement a bit. Yeah, getting a little bit. It's not enough to trade for me. But the way it's coming down here, let me look over at the tick. Little sketchy, but you know, it's negative. Yeah, I'm looking at something else here. Just a moment. 81.25. That might be the long I was talking about, a little higher up than I wanted, but you know, I would look for it down around the 786. I may still get down there. Let's see here. Where is it? Let's do this. Let's leave this on here. Just leave those two on there. All right. So if it's going to get down there, well, maybe it's not. All right, we're kind of too far away from it now, so I guess we won't hang around for that. So thanks for watching. I'll leave it go for now. Oh, here we come back down again. Nope. All right, yeah, I was hoping that would work and play out, and you know, but maybe next time. So, all right, make it a great day.